Hello Internet, what's up my peeps? I realized that I haven't shown you the modifications I made to my NM-E08 Mini, so in this video I first do some basic maintenance and then I add a quick connect as well as some extra work lights. This is all back in 2021, a couple of months after I got the excavator. As always, feel free to like and share the video, leave a comment if you want, and if you think I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. It's 100% free of charge and really helps the channel grow. With that out of the way, let's get to it. I'm guessing this is the oil drain plug. Not really sure how they expect me to get it out from there. I simply cut this piece of metal and then I'm using a magnet to keep it somewhat in place. Well, it seems to be oil. Here we go. Let's do it like this. Hopefully it will flow better. Oh, it flew too much. There you go. Don't want to over tighten that one. Ordinary kit litter is extremely absorbent for oils as well. So if you have an oil spill that you want to sort of take care of, and kit litter can absolutely help you with that. I'm gonna figure out how much oil to put back in by measuring the amount of oil I took out, hopefully without completely spilling everything. Ah, that's good enough. Smells kind of burnt and it's really dark, but otherwise it seems to be just fine. Roughly a liter. This one is getting full. I need to take it to the dump or the recycling plant. Not quite. There we go. Without these few drops, the engine will cease. Super important to get the last few drops. Running sweat out from these. Oh, nasty. This might be worse for my skin than the actual motor oil. I'm not sure. I'm going to scrape up the kit litter into the same container I used for the old motor oil. That way I can hopefully get even more oil out of this. There's still some oil left that I need to take care of with the rag, but majority of it is in the kit litter now. Let's see, this is the boom. So far so good. What's the beam? Oh, come on. So yeah, I've come to the conclusion that these are just marginally smaller. These are 1/4 inch. It clearly says so on the valve. Not sure if it says this on this adapter, but nonetheless The machine isn't quarter inch. Oh no! Oh no! Ta-da! Let's start by checking the diameter of this extender slash fastener, 16.5 mil. Then the next one will need to be like that, I suppose. This might seem to be a bit much, but I'd rather have them a bit further apart and be able to easily release the quick couplings than have them too tight and not being able to get a proper grip on this. So there we go. So I'm going to try a step bit, I'm not really sure what these are called, instead of a round file, and attack it from both sides, just a smidge, and see if that does any good. Oh, really efficient. I only need 0.8 mils to... Yeah, not quite, not quite. Well, they won't get any tighter than that, that's for sure. Yes. I'll be using these bolts with a lock washer to fasten the bracket to the stick. I decided to put them 20.6 in as well, and then just an arbitrary length down from the fold, so I can get a socket on a wrench in here when I'm tightening these. So I'm going to start by drilling these out. I think this is 8 mil. I'm going to double check before I bend to make sure that I have this in place before I do any bends. It's a lot easier to drill it then. With the holes drilled, let's see if you can't bend this. I actually bought this add-on for my vise over a year ago or something. I haven't really had a reason to use it, so... Okay, that worked out lovely. Jesus, what's wrong with these magnets? They're horrible. Oh, gee, God, this is really, really bad. Okay. I'm extremely uncertain this will even work properly. I think that's straight. Let's see if this even almost works. Yeah, well, I guess it is bending it. Yeah, that's absolutely good enough. But I'm gonna cut this off. With a bit of luck, this will actually thread in. So I did a quick test fit of this bracket and it's absolutely sturdy enough. I'm gonna take it off, fix it up, paint it, and then put it back on. I'm actually gonna use this to find and round off the outer edge. Because that will, in my mind, somehow tie this all together. This radius with this radius. Pretentious, maybe, but why not? I need to use something to trim this down with, so why not use this one? I think I'm gonna bend it a tiny bit more. Earmuffs on! That's a bit too much actually. See if I'm strong enough. That's good enough. As of now, I'm just using some straps to keep the hoses in place. I need to articulate the boom and the stick to their extremes to see how well this works out in reality. So let's give that a try. So I decided to route it the same way as the rest of the hoses going forward to the bucket. These might not be far enough down here. Not really sure if this cylinder will squeeze them. Otherwise it should work One way to find out, I suppose. I might have to redo the hoses to make them tiny bit longer. This is the valve that controls the incoming flow from the pump. I've been fiddling around with it in the hopes of controlling the boom, but it just slows the entire machine down, and the pump is kind of straining since I'm limiting the flow here. So we're gonna open it back up. No. Adjustable spanners get a really bad rep, but at times they are super useful. Oh, there we go. So I've been adjusting this in at least 2 full rotations. So I'm gonna turn it back to the original setting. Turns out that the adapters for fittings that I got from my hydraulic place, these were the wrong threads. This is the original fitting from the machine, and he didn't have one that converted from this to 1/4 inch. So instead I'm gonna keep the original fittings, and then we'll just add one of these to convert to 1/4 inch. And I'm pretty certain the hydraulic hose won't even reach now. This goes on here. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot easier to fix the lower one if the upper one is out of the way. This seems a tad excessive, but again, it's on me for ordering the wrong type of reduction valves. I've eyeballed these to roughly the same. This one might need to be a bit tighter. I'm just gonna start and see if anything works at all. Eyeballing this, so not. So I quickly CAD'ed and then 3D printed this spacer slash bracket that goes in this hole here. Oh, there, I think we... Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's almost too good. This is really flush and nice. This should be a really tight fit. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I bought watertight connectors that I hadn't worked with before, and I spent literally hours trying to get them to work as expected. In the end, I threw out almost all of the footage because it was just boring and frustrating to watch. So I found the issue, and that's a glaring one with this system, and that is me being an idiot. This is the male part, and for the other part is the female, and now it works as intended. So I'm just gonna get this done and spare you the details. The 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but I would prefer a bit more. Finally done, or semi-done at least. I need to trim down the cables. I don't know why I did them so much longer than they needed to be. This took way longer than I had anticipated, mostly because I'm an idiot and I don't pay attention. The final issue with the right light, so to speak, was that I had switched the crimp connectors, so the polarity was reversed. And I ended up having to cut the connector off because I could not for the life of me get these out. I'm sure it's possible, I just don't know how. Fortunately, I only needed 3 pair of connectors and I had 10 of each, but still, this is not a good way to do things. Anywho, it's done, and as always, a huge thank you for watching. I hope you found this video interesting, useful, entertaining, or all of the above. If you did, you know the drill. Click like, share the video, subscribe, leave a comment. All of that helps the algorithm find me and spread my knowledge and love to more of the YouTube audience. Okay.
Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye!
Oh, now it's much more clear. Red plug should be kept opening. Marvelous.